Good morning, evening, night, whatever, whenever, wherever. I'm Rooster, and this is your Gaming News Roundup. Glenn Schofield, the creator behind Dead Space and now the Callisto Protocol, has taken to Twitter this week to reveal that the Callisto Protocol will take place in its own story and world. This is a change from its original announcement in 2020, where it was originally going to be set in the PUBG universe. Given the sci-fi horror focus, this always felt a little strange to me, but I do like connected universes, so didn't think too much about it. But it does seem that as development continued, Glenn also felt that this game required its own world, though we can still expect to see plenty of surprises and little Easter eggs for PUBG fans. PlayStation have revealed in a blog post down below the Hogwarts Legacy PS5 exclusive features that utilise the PS5's amazing DualSense controller to really immerse the player in the wizarding world. Now, being real, some of the features are very markety, such as the light bar pulsing in the colour of the house you choose. I usually turn the light bar down as much as I can just to save battery life, but the haptic feedback and adaptive triggers being used to give each spell a different feel is something that actually does sound pretty interesting to me. The Call of Duty YouTube channel released a pretty interesting artwork reveal video this week, which I linked down in the description so you can watch the whole thing. The video is live action footage of a drone flying around some docks showing off various pieces of artwork for the game displayed on cargo ships and containers. Shipment reference, anyone? The trailer concludes with the release date of October 28. I'm not gonna lie, I've been drifting away from the Call of Duty franchise for quite a while now, but the Modern Warfare reboot was really good and I honestly can't wait for Modern Warfare 2. DICE are not done with Battlefield 2042 yet. DICE have released a blog post, which I've linked down in the description, outlining the big updates coming to the game with the hopes to really turn the game around. Now, I am skeptical. I have been burned by Battlefield 2042 already. But I also do remember Battlefield 4 and the way that game released. The Battlefield 4 we have now is far from the Battlefield 4 we had on release, so it's not unreasonable to believe DICE can turn games around. It all just comes down to the decisions they make now, and in my opinion, in this dev update, they're on a decent start. The update showcases the huge focus on updating maps like Kaleidoscope and Renewal, shifting sectors, changing sightlines, and adding a lot more to the environment like forward operating bases and defensive structures, with a focus on more destructibility. Some of the sections they showed look much more like a Battlefield game with the reworks. New maps coming in Season 1 and beyond will also have a new focus to them. The new maps will be designed on a smaller scale to the release maps, while maintaining their 128 player count in Conquest to focus the action and make the maps feel more like a battlefield. Specialists are getting a gritty update with more accurately themed battle-hardened visual designs, as well as updated voice lines to fit better within the universe of Battlefield. The plans for continued work on weapon balance, as well as bringing in some classic weapons from Portal into the all-out warfare of 2042, animation enhancements for soldiers, and continued focus on improving the PC performance. This isn't a fix-all solution, and Battlefield 2042 isn't going to suddenly be the best game overnight, but these are certainly great steps towards creating the Battlefield game we deserved at launch, again, much like what Battlefield 4 had to do. In a blog post, you know where it is, CD Projekt Red took a look back at the beginning of 2022. The blog post talks about the release of the next-gen versions of Cyberpunk and the long-term strategy deal with Epic for use of the Unreal Engine 5 for their re-venture into the Witcher franchise. Well, this blog post also confirms the conclusion of the research phase and subsequent start of the pre-production for the next Witcher game. Sony have announced a short State of Play broadcast for June 2nd for reveals and announcements, so pop that in your calendar. The broadcast will air at 3 PM Pacific, 6 PM Eastern and 11 PM UK. And finally, as a quick heads up, this week's free mystery game on the Epic Store is BioShock The Collection, available until June 2nd, so would you kindly head on over and snap that up while you can. That's all for this week. Thanks as always for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to be kept in the loop for gaming news, and I'll catch you in the next one.